Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Olga and today we have Pilates Instructor Training Diaries. You probably didn't expect this one, but today is day 2 of a 10-day intensive mat Pilates training. So far, I'm loving it. The only thing is it's quite far from my house. It's about an hour drive by car, but since I don't have a car, it's 2.5 hours by public transportation. I incorporated walking into that 2.5 hour commute, so I basically walk for an hour. I get my steps in, and then while I'm on the train and ferry, I either do my homework or prep for the class or study or read. Like, I waste no time. But yesterday we learned 6 basic principles of Pilates, and we started learning some warm-up exercises. Also, sorry if I sound a bit odd. I'm feeling under the weather. It's not that I'm feeling sick necessarily, but I'm not feeling my best either. And again, with commute and with training, and the temperature has dropped by 10 degrees, so, I'm going through it. I am going through it. I just got home, you guys. Just look at my hair. It's been through something, I don't know, the commute that I have to do to get there, but I'm not complaining, definitely. Like, I'm very grateful and very happy that I have a chance and opportunity to take this training. I'm just really tired. It's 9 p.m. I just got home, stopped by the grocery store, got some food. But the funny story is, let me tell you. So today's Saturday and yesterday was Friday. Duh. And yesterday I left and took the ferry and made it on time. But then today, apparently on Saturday, there is a different ferry schedule. And I got to the terminal, like the ferry station, and there was no ferry waiting. The other one was in 40 minutes. And if I would have waited 40 minutes, I wouldn't have been able to make it on time. So I took a cab from the ferry station to the train station, and then I still needed to take the train. So that was not necessarily a stressful morning, but definitely something I was not expecting. But I made it on time anyway. Just spent 20 euros on a cab, but whatever. Things happen. Sarah's eating something. Yeah, the only thing I'm also kind of worried that Sawyer's home alone for the whole day, basically the whole day. I only take him out in the morning and take him out at night. But I guess he has an opportunity to rest and relax and sleep. Yeah, but my throat hurts a little bit. I'm sneezing. I need to get my beauty rest sleep. So I'm going to drink some tea and keep you posted. But, I wanted to tell you. So today we learned different exercises, mostly essential basic level exercises and some modifications, roll-ups, correct posture, correct pelvic floor posture, also very important, what muscles to engage in each exercise, extremely interesting, but again, I will tell you more about it later because I'm tired. Today is Sunday, and I will take you with me on the route to the Pilates place. I feel like it won't be as crowded on the public transportation today, and I am leaving early, so I make it on the ferry. But I feel like it's very similar when our parents told us how they got to school. That's exactly how I'm getting to my training. I walk, take a ferry, walk, then take a train, and then walk again. So I'm definitely not bored getting my sunlight for the day, getting my movement, staying active, but it's so windy. Like, I just took Sawyer for 10 minutes. It's so windy. I started thinking maybe I need to bring my Canada warm winter jacket because it's so freezing. Anyways, it's gonna get warmer by the time I get there, and I don't wanna be sweaty and smelly, so I'll stay in my trench coat. But let's go. And also on the ferry, I'm going to do my homework. We have assignment, we have 4 questions. I don't remember all of them, but they're in the book. But the third one is basically how can you explain Pilates breathing to someone, to a client, for example. And that's my favorite homework question so far, because for me personally, I understand it as, for example, you wear a corset, and when you need to tighten it, you exhale air from your lower ribs. That's exactly how you inhale. You also want that corset to expand, because a lot of people breathe shallowly in their like upper chest over here. So for me personally, it's very easy to understand that. If you think of a corset and you expand it with your ribs, because corset doesn't go to your chest. So I feel like it's extremely helpful. But I'll think about other questions on the ferry. I love that every morning as I walk from the ferry station to the train station, I get to walk and enjoy this beautiful view of the bridge. And it actually was designed by the same person who designed San Francisco Bridge, and also this Jesus statue, the same one as in Brazil. So I walk over here and enjoy the view. My assumption that the public transportation on Sunday morning will be empty was extremely wrong. I feel like because there are less ferries and less trains, it's even more packed. Like, it's 9 a.m. on a Sunday morning. Where are all these people going? It's a good question. Made it to the train station. There is a store in the train station. I feel like super convenient. So I got dates, nuts, and kombucha. I love dates with like butter or peanut butter or any like nut butter or with honey. I feel like it's such a great snack, and it's very fulfilling because sometimes you can eat some snack and you're like, damn, I'm hungry after. And when I eat dates, I'm definitely full after, and it's a great snack on my like Pilates training as well, because we do work out, we do some exercises, so I need to make sure I stay full. How crowded, you guys. I don't know where all these people are going on Sunday. Stay home, it's cold. 40 minutes of the train ride are finally over. That was not fun. Some homeless guy sat next to me. Ew, disgusting. And I couldn't eat my snack because it was so packed. But anyways, I'm finally out of the train. I have 25 more minutes to walk to the studio and I'm there. But I'll have like 15 to 20 minutes to snack before the training starts. I'm early. Also, so I could have took the bus. Could have taken the bus from this train station to the Pilates studio and from my home to the ferry, but it takes 15 minutes by bus and 25 minutes walking, so I thought it's only like extra 10 minutes and you still need to wait for the bus, so it's approximately the same time, but I'm getting my steps in. I'm hitting 10k steps every day, so it's definitely worth it. Wait, how do I cross the street? Also, I just love walking in this neighborhood. The houses are so fancy, so beautiful. Everything is very aesthetic. So I'm just enjoying my walk. And also the train ride was so productive. I finished my homework. I reviewed some exercises that we learned yesterday, and I also watched a video of crash course of anatomy and physiology. That's something that we need to complete either before or during our Pilates training studies. So it was really productive. I am finally going home. We learned a lot of different exercises today. The teacher said tomorrow we will finish all the exercises and we have to be ready to teach them tomorrow, obviously with our notes, but still I have a lot of homework to do and we have additional assignment questions that we need to think about. But the interesting part about all the exercises that we learned today is how to not only like how to do the exercise, but what muscles to engage basically before the exercise, because I feel like a lot of the times we just do the technical part of the exercise, like we lift the leg for example, but we don't engage the right muscles. That's what I found today, for example, even though I was doing Pilates for so many years. But I missed my ferry home. Not that I missed it, just the first train arrived late, so I have almost an hour to chill by the ocean and eat my dinner before I can go back home. And by the time like I get off the ferry and get back home, it will be 9:30 p.m. So yeah, I got also some groceries on the same train station at the same market that I showed you earlier, as by the time I will get closer to my home, that grocery store will be closed. My dinner view, so beautiful. I love also like the blue and pink sky, the skyline over here, and that's my dinner I've been making myself during this training that I have. So it's basically just salad with some cheese, buckwheat nuts, and grilled salmon. And it's also great because you can eat it cold, so perfect on the route. Dinner was great, but I feel like it wasn't enough. I should have added an avocado or some veggies. I think I forgot to add veggies. I was meant to, but I forgot. So, you know, it was like, fine, whatever. I really want some warm tea because I freezed my butt. It was so cold, but also it's so sore, like my glutes are so sore. We were not necessarily doing like the whole hour of workout or the whole day, but more like we tried to do each exercise 8 to 10 to 12 repetitions. So I guess that's why I'm so sore. But also, like as I told you, I was engaging the right muscles when I was doing some exercises that are relatively simple, but I was almost like engaging the muscles too much so I can understand how the exercise works. That's why I'm sore. But and it's so cold. It's so cold, you guys. It says it feels like 7 degrees, and it's like usual spring weather when it's so hot in the afternoon and then cold in the morning and in the evening. So when I go to the class, it's midday, it's warm, but then when I go back, it's so cold. I thought about getting my winter jacket, and probably I should have because I'm freezing, but I'm also almost at the station. I hope it's still here. I got mint tea with actual mint. I think it will taste fantastic, and it's warm so I can warm my hands. So cute. I'm back home from day 5. Tomorrow we finally have a day off. The girls are still meeting to practice the exercises tomorrow. We finished the basic level of exercises. I may meet them, but I have a few hours of work to do, so I'll see how that turns out. but today we did postural analysis. That was not fun at all, probably like the most boring part of the course, but of course I understand how important that is, and it's basically like the first principle of how you will work with a client or just decide what exercises someone has to do or what modifications may benefit them. You have to analyze their posture, their feet, their whole body before you can do like any exercises, so you can actually work on fixing their posture, not only like working on random muscles. So I feel like it is very important. It just wasn't as fun. We were also teaching each other basic exercises. That was fun. I feel like I lack that instructor voice or tone yet. Yeah, so I feel like I lack that. And now you sit straight and you roll back down. I feel like I lack the words to explain how to prep for the exercise and how to do it, because we are not showing the exercise, we are only guiding them by words. So that's like the only thing I definitely need to work on. Other than that, I feel like it's going pretty good. I'm watching videos. We also have video materials where they show the exercises. And tomorrow I also want to try to do the exercises by myself, because I now understand what muscles need to work in each exercise. And I feel like I just need some time to practice them, not in a class, not in like a fast paced setting, but I actually need to take time and do them by myself. So I'll probably do that in the evening, since in the morning I have some work to do, and maybe I'll go and meet the girls, and then in the evening I will practice the exercises. Second last day of the training. It's finally warm and sunny, so it's even nicer to walk to the studio. I am a bit tired, honestly, not because of the course, but just because of the commute. I feel like the organizational part of commuting so long and doing my homework on the train and prepping all my meals so I have something to eat healthy and nutritious on the way is a bit overwhelming. And on top of that, of course, mental load and information of the course. But it's going great. Yesterday we went to this beautiful place in Kashkai's area to have dinner with the girls. I had delicious pizza. All of us had pizzas, just different ones. And then I got home pretty late because I had to wait for the ferry. But yesterday we were learning some of the intermediate exercises. Honestly, I'm not a fan of the exercises that we learned so far. They are very complicated, and not in the way that it's hard for muscles. They are mentally complicated, like you have to learn the choreography. There are like 10 different moves in one exercise. You have to learn in which move you breathe in and out. So I don't know, I don't like them right now. I like more like basic exercises that we do and just add modifications, maybe weights, maybe circle, flex band, that kind of stuff. But my homework is to teach someone to do a jackknife exercise. Also, that was like the only exercise I genuinely hated. Like, I don't like that exercise. I don't really understand how to do it, but I have 40 minutes while I'll be on the train. I will watch some videos, maybe someone can explain it a few more times to me, read it, and try to like write it down so I can teach it to someone. And today the teacher said we are going to finish intermediate exercises, then she's going to do the full workout for us, and then we're going to start to do advanced exercises. And then I don't remember what she said we were going to do tomorrow, but tomorrow is the last day. Also, it's Saturday. Tomorrow's Saturday, so I will need to leave early, as on the weekends the train and the ferry doesn't go as often. so I don't have to take the Uber again. But yes, it's a beautiful day, very sunny, very warm. I feel good. I'm excited to finish the course. And of course, I will have so much more studying to do at home, but at least I won't have to commute that far. I feel like if I do a few hours a week, maybe twice a week, I can finish learning everything in like 2 to 3 months and then get my certification. We usually have half an hour break every day at around 3:34. We just did like a full body sweaty workout. I'm so tired. I'm so glad I didn't work out today, guys. It was so much. But that's where I usually sit, my notebooks, my stuff. But the studio looks so pretty. All the props are from Matthew. So we have the mat and the bowls, blocks, all from this brand. Our changing room here, bathrooms, mirrors. I decided to show you where I spent most time this week. My outfit today. Welcome to the last day of the training. I'm so excited wearing this celebration pink outfit. I have this shorts and a top, beautiful bag. I'm not going to show you right now because I don't want to take off my coat, but you see the neck, so pretty. Also, I blow dried my hair and it turned out so good. I don't know if it's like the change in temperature, it's not humid anymore, but I put it in a bun so it keeps like the volume and the ends are a bit curled. By the time I get there, I still want to have beautiful blowout. My shoes, I'm wearing my running shoes so I can walk and bounce. It helps me a lot. But my house is a mess. It's a mess. It's like the dishes are not done. Everything needs to be washed and folded. It's just I'll need like 2 days to recover from this training to like take care of my house, meal prep and stuff. But I'm so excited for the last day. As it's Saturday, I need to leave early to make the earlier ferry, and maybe we'll get a coffee. Most likely we'll get a coffee, a celebrational coffee. And yes, I'm super duper pooper excited. I made it to the area where the studio is. I still need to walk 20 minutes, but I did all my homework on the train and yesterday as well. So we had a lot of homework for today, for the last day. I know, it's odd. So we had an assessment with 4 questions about exercises, like comparing exercises, what different muscles work, what are the similarities and differences. That was easy, as I said, I did it yesterday. And then today in the morning, while I was blowing out my hair, I watched the video with all the intermediate level exercises. We need to teach them today to each other. We'll have the full hour for that. So we needed to like learn all the exercises. I watched the video, and then on the train I wrote down just like tiny cues and breathing pattern for each exercise, so I don't like open the book and have to look on what page that exercise is. So I did a little like summary of all the exercises in my notebook, and I will still have about an hour before the class starts today. I will get a coffee and then like just go through them one more time. So the course has finished. I'm going home. First of all, I can't get enough of my blowout. I know it's not even that good, but for me, like usually it's so flat and dull. It doesn't look good. That this is what is this? How is this possible? Anyways, I truly enjoyed the whole course. Today we were teaching exercises to each other mostly. So we started with teaching each other for the whole hour, all intermediate level exercises, and after that we were teaching 2 exercises, one basic and one intermediate, to the whole group. And for some reason I felt so confident today. Maybe it's because I really prepped and wrote down all the exercises and also watched the video. That's why I was super confident, and I was and 1, 2, and again, and inhale and exhale. That it went really well for the whole hour of teaching, but I felt like it wasn't enough, to be honest. And for those 2 exercises teaching to the whole group, I really liked it. It was fun working with women and telling them, come on, working on that body, working on that booty. I loved it. A few days post-course, I want to tell you more about how to get certified. So after you take the course, you have 6 months to take your exam, or you can take another course or short training, and then you have 6 more months from that date. I plan on taking my certification exam within 3 to 4 months, so by the end of summer, but I don't want to overwhelm myself as I'm still getting my master's and it's summer. I want to enjoy summer. I am living in Portugal. I want to go to the beach, so definitely no overwhelming myself. But on top of the course, I need to do 10 hours of observation, either online or in person. Then 30 hours of physical review, just doing exercises myself. I already did 1 session for half an hour. I just opened my book with all the exercises, thought about some areas or some exercises that I find more challenging than the others, and just practice them. Regular workout, just focusing more on mind-body connection, and then 15 hours practice teaching, also very fun. I already did 1 session with my sister. She told me her concerns with hip, and I created a plan for her that she can work out with, some exercises that will strengthen muscles around her hip, and mobility exercises, of course. And after that, after I complete all the prerequisites, I am going to take a written test and practical exam. And I also need to finish my anatomy course. I am still watching the videos. Again, I'm going to take 2 to 3 hours every week to complete that as well. And I am logging all my hours in our mat work and reformer support workbook. And we have, where is it? Here. We have the logs over here, so we need to write down the date and all the details for each practice hour. And that's about it. I'm very happy that I took the course. I have definitely so much more to learn, but it was a fun start. Thank you for watching my Pilates series, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.